Hey, what's going on YouTubers? It's the Ninja Kid, and today I'm going to be showing you how to obtain the oh so rare Joker mask as so many of you have been asking how to obtain. I will be going step by step at each of the 9 challenges you need to complete, as well as the best strategy to complete each one. Alright then, let's get started. To view the challenges, you will have to go to Operations and then Humiliation. There you will see the 9 challenges required to complete. Each challenge aside from the last 3 is broken up into 3 tiers, each requiring 25 kills to complete. The first up is called Backfire and requires you to kill an enemy with their own weapon. As it suggests, this one is fairly simple, as you just need to pick up a random enemy gun and start killing the enemy team. Rather than try to focus on one guy, which is nearly impossible, just play as you usually do and you should be able to pick up at least a few in one match. Now, it's worth noting that while completing the first challenge, you can and should complete the number 8 challenge that's required, called Finder's Keeper. These two work in conjunction and will save time later for you, as you only need to get 5 kills straight without dying with an enemy's weapon to complete. Next up, and also very easy to complete, is Heartbreak, which requires you to stop an enemy's kill streak 25 times. There is no real strategy for this challenge, just play as you normally do and you should complete it within a few matches. The third challenge, and possibly the hardest or second hardest of the challenges, is From the Grave, which requires you to get 25 kills after you have died. The best strategy I can give for this one, and also the one I used, is go to a mode where multiple enemies cluster up together, such as Domination, Hardpoint, etc., and run in and shoot in Semtex at your feet. Hopefully you'll get at least 1 or 2 people to walk over it or get close enough to die the minute they take you out. It's worth noting that if you're even off by the slightest second, it sometimes won't register as an afterlife kill, which is why this one may take some longer than others to complete. Also, Danger Close perk is a must. Keep in mind when doing any of these challenges that KD should be the last thing on your mind. I died more than my fair share of times, and it was all worth it in the end. Another helpful tip is to knock out 2 challenges together would be to complete the 5th one with this, which is called Sticky Bomb. This one just requires you to stick your enemy, whether it's by a Semtex, crossbow, or any other means. If you're lucky, you may even get a few grave kills doing it as well. Next up is Sneak Attack. Another fairly easy challenge, which has you sneaking up on little unsuspecting noobs and sending them flying with a melee attack. Personally, I completed this one within 3 or so matches, as I always rush around and flank the enemies from behind. If they have their back to you, just go for it. More than likely, your most common targets are going to be campers and snipers. Now you're more than halfway done. Your 6th challenge is called Unforgiving, and lucky for you, another piece of cake. It just requires you to kill the last enemy that took you out. Play as usual. Now down to the last 2 challenges, using everyone's favorite, Spike Drone. I can see the enthusiasm in everyone's faces now. Anyway, if you're lucky, and I use the word lucky very loosely, you may be able to complete both in the same game, but it will take a little strategy as well as blessings from the gods. The first is called Return Spike Drone, and basically needs you to get 3 kills with the Spike Drone as it's being sucked back into your shooter. While you could run around randomly shooting and returning it, that's not really the best idea. The best idea that I used was basically find a narrow hall or stairs, shoot it at the wall, and wait till an enemy passes by to suck it back in. Surprisingly, I completed this challenge a lot faster using this method than I originally thought it would take. Just keep at it and you should do fine. Now to the last but certainly not least, Hail Mary. As the title suggests, for all you football fans out there, you must get a Spike Drone kill from a fairly far distance. Thankfully, you only need 1, but depending on your aim and luck, this can either be one of the hardest challenges or the easiest. Truth be told, I just randomly launched a sucker in a direction where I thought they were spawning and got lucky on my first try, as hard as that may be for some of you to believe. I suppose once again, playing a mode like Hardpoint, or Domination, or even Momentum where there's a set point for the enemies to come would be the strategy to use. The good news is once completed, you are officially done with all 9 challenges and have earned a fairly rare helmet that not many people have in this game. Not to mention it looks awesome. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I really hope that helped some of you guys out in obtaining this bad boy. If I did, let me know, and feel free to comment any other strategies that might have worked for you. Maybe some might have been a little bit easier than the ones I recommended. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. Liking and subscribing will be greatly appreciated as as always, thanks. Ninja Kid